Hello and welcome to a new season of The Word for Kids. I'm Jaymie, and this year I'll be guiding you through the books of Joshua, Judges, and Ruth. Last year we learned all about Moses and the Israelites escaping slavery in Egypt and setting out for the land God promised them. This year we'll learn all about what happened next for God's people. Are you ready to get started on our new adventure? Let's go! A man named Joshua became Moses' aide as he led the Israelites. After Moses died, the Lord said to Joshua, "Moses, my servant, is dead. Now then, you and all these people get ready to cross the Jordan River into the land I am going to give to the Israelites. I will give you every place where you set your foot, as I promised Moses." The Lord told Joshua where all his territory would be, and then said, "No one will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will never leave you or forsake you." Let's pause right there for a minute. God told Joshua he would never leave him or forsake him. Forsake is another word for abandon or leave behind, stop caring for, or stop protecting. Basically, the God of the universe was telling Joshua he had his back. And guess what? The same God has your back too. That promise is for all of us. God is always with us. Okay, back to the story. In the next verse, God tells Joshua, "Be strong and courageous, because you will lead these people to inherit, or receive, or gain, the land I swore to their ancestors to give them." It's time to take a break for today's Word of the Day.
Today's word of the day is courageous. To be able to stand against fear, danger, or difficulty, to be brave, Joshua needed to be courageous.
So the Lord had already told Joshua to be courageous once, and in the very next verse, he tells him again, and then again one more time. What does that tell us? Well, that tells us that it is really important to the Lord that Joshua is courageous, and it means it's also probably pretty important for us to be courageous too. So God said to Joshua, "Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the laws my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of the law always on your lips." This means talk about it all the time. "Meditate on it day and night." This means think about it, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. The book of the law here is talking about the part of the Bible that had already been written before Joshua was coming into leadership. So basically, the Lord was telling Joshua to read, think about, and talk about the Bible all the time, and to obey the things written in it. So after the Lord told Joshua these things, Joshua ordered the officers of the people, "Go through the camp and tell the people, get your provisions ready." This pretty much just means get your stuff. 3 days from now, you will cross the Jordan here to go in and take possession of the land the Lord your God is giving you for your own. Okay, this next part is a little confusing, so stick with me. Remember there were 12 tribes of the Israelites? Well, 2 tribes and a half of another tribe had already been allowed to settle while Moses was still alive. But they had agreed that when the time came, their fighting men would go with the rest of the tribes over the Jordan to help establish everyone else. So this is what Joshua brought up next. He told the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh to remember the covenant they made with Moses when they were given rest and allowed to have land. The wives, children, and livestock were allowed to stay back in their land east of the Jordan, but their fighting men were to be ready for battle and cross over ahead of the other Israelites. Then they were to continue to help the Israelites until the Lord gave them rest in their land as well. After that was finished, they would be allowed to return to their own land. Then they answered Joshua, "Whatever you have commanded us, we will do, and wherever you send us, we will go. Just as we fully obeyed Moses, so we will obey you. Only may the Lord your God be with you as he was with Moses. Only be strong and courageous." There's that word courageous again. The people were on board and ready to do what Joshua asked them to do. And that's where our story ends for today. Now it's time for today's verse to remember. Our memory verse is from Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. One more time. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. That's all the time we have for today. I can't wait to see you again soon for another episode of The Word for Kids. But until next time, be courageous, because you know God always has your back.